jumping already. It's the Vanderbilt Commodores and the NC State Wolfpack. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Commodores ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And he muffs it. It's Bruce. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
What a break. I tell you what, the returner caught a huge break. That football getting on the deck with all that speed on the field, where he was able to go and cover it.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Scanning the field, it's Carter. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
And the Commodores decide to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Snow. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
So now it's second and long. The run inside. It's Scott. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Wide receiver going in motion. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll go back to work on offense. On the move, it's Alexander. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might as well stick with him. Crosses the 30. At the 45, on his way. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with the lone back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Snagged out of the air. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Running inside, it's Alexander. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And a really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the right. Complete on the comeback. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Carter. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. On the ground, and he charges across the line. Touchdown, Commodores! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Makes one man miss. Makes it past the marker. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground. 41.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Scott. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They're dealing with a second and long. Right back to it. Able to pick up a couple down to the 20.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Pressure coming. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. The 40. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown Doors. And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Creates a little space. Picks up the first down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Throwing right, makes the grab, it's Snow. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
Looking to throw on first down. The screen, and watch out. There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads it downfield. Upstairs, he's got it. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. The run inside. It's Alexander. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Carter. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolute shank. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Carter. Got a man.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
He's in open space downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Commodores pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Young. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. And with that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. Looking downfield, it's Carter. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, second miss of the day. We might not see him again.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Might be calling a hot route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gauze.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Scott. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Handoff from the gun. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Trying to get behind the defense. This is intercepted along the sidelines, but no, he's out of bounds. It's just an incomplete pass. Very fortunate turn of events for the offense.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
They'll try to move the chains on 4th down. NC State comes to the line. Takes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Rides to back and leaves it. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Wants to adjust the pattern. The run inside. It's Gauze. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
If Look, at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Using his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnett. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this. Turning it on! A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The option, the keeper. Got a little grass. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Running inside, it's Young. Got enough for the 1st. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Finds his big tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working, so this defense will have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. Slides to the ground after picking up the 1st. Great play on 2nd and short. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Pulls it on the option. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the second and short.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
The Commodores kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The run inside. It's Alexander. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to him on the ground. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Vanderbilt! They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Commodores strike back.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying play action. Right on the money. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. In with the pick six. Touchdown, Vandy.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
14. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wilson will throw. Here comes the heat. Working on the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Wants to fire on second down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got his man to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
At the 42. And first down for the offense.
A first down for the offense. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Pulls it in. It's Alexander. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.